Good day everyone, I have another awesome piece of vintage equipment to show you today, and it comes in this bag. This is something else that Mom bought for me for Christmas that she saw on a local buy and sell Facebook page, and as a matter of fact, she got it from the same person that she bought the JVC VHS-C camcorder from. So let's see what lies in this bag. Look at that. Get a load of this. It's another vintage camcorder. This is a Sony Handycam model CCD-TRV66 Hi8-XR camcorder from 1999. This was Sony's highest end analog camcorder in 1999. It was second only to the Digital 8 camcorders, which debuted that same year. And the retail price of this camcorder was $900. And yes, this is a Hi8 camcorder. It's Hi8-XR, as a matter of fact. What Hi8-XR was it was a minor upgrade to Hi8 that increased the video resolution from 400 lines to 440 lines, and the XR system debuted, if I remember right, in 1997. At the same time, Sony also unveiled Video 8 XR, which was the same upgrade to the Video 8 system. It increased it, I think, from 240 lines to 280 or something like that. Which kind of confuses me, because in 1997, Video 8 was pretty much long dead, so I don't know why they bothered creating Video 8 XR. But indeed, this camcorder has the XR system, and based on what I've read, Hi8 XR was pretty much the pinnacle of consumer analog video recording. There was no other format that ever succeeded Hi8 XR in quality. And as such, this camcorder could very well be considered one of the best analog consumer camcorders ever made. One opinion that I read on a random website, the opinion of that person was that this was by far the best analog Handycam that Sony ever made. And indeed, today on the used market, this particular model goes for a lot of money. At the time of making this video, there were 3 on eBay. One for a price of $250, and the other 2 were $300. Holy moly! But yes, this was a big deal camcorder in its time. This was like top end, like the best you could get, aside from the Digital 8 units. So, what else did this come with? Well, it's already out of the bag and up on the shelf there, but it did come with the charger. This thing actually uses the same charger as my Digital 8 camcorders use, the Sony model ACL10A, so it's nice to have a spare charger now that I can use with this or with my Digital 8 camcorders. It came with 1, 2, 3 batteries. It came with presumably the original Sony InfoLithium battery. It's an InfoLithium L series battery, so it's not compatible with my Digital 8 camcorders. They use the M series batteries. But this battery is unfortunately completely dead. It will not take a charge at all. When it's in the camcorder and the camcorder's plugged in, the InfoLithium system just glitches out. It says it's charging, and then it says it's not charging, and then it says it's full, and then it says there's no battery, and yeah, this thing's just completely dead. I tried hooking it up in parallel with another battery, and it drew like 30 milliamps of current, but it never improved it at all. As soon as I disconnected it, voltage would rapidly drop to 0, and then later I read online that you shouldn't do that anyway because it can destroy the InfoLithium chip. I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway, yeah, this battery is completely dead. Too bad. Then it came with this aftermarket Duracell battery, and this battery actually holds an excellent charge according to the InfoLithium system. It has a capacity of around 315 minutes. That's excellent. My best M series battery from my Digital 8 camcorders only holds 200 minutes. But unfortunately, this battery has a minor problem. Sometimes the InfoLithium system works fine, and then other times it just does not work right at all. Like, for example, when I first charged this battery up all the way, I turned on the camcorder, and as soon as it turned on, it was flashing the low battery symbol. So I left the camcorder like that, figuring the battery would die soon. I just left it turned on, and it stayed on for 7 hours before the battery finally died, so obviously the battery was not actually low. That was a glitch in the infolidium system. So I ran it until it completely died, and I charged it back up, and it charged up to 315 minutes. And then I turned the camcorder on, and it reported correctly this time. It said the battery had a couple hundred and some minutes. And then I turned the camcorder off, and then when I turned it back on again, it was flashing the low battery symbol again. That really stinks. So there's something wrong with the infolidium system in this battery. But it does hold an excellent charge. The problem is you got to deal with a low battery symbol the whole time you use it. And then it came with this aftermarket Energizer battery. This battery is even better. It has a capacity, according to the infolidium system, of about 375 minutes. That's awesome. And it does appear to work fine. There are no glitches in the infolidium system. This battery appears to be perfect. So, that's great. And I'd like to hope that if I use this Duracell battery enough, maybe the infolidium system will clear itself up. I don't know. Anyway, this came with more stuff. It came with the original owner's manual. That's pretty sweet. And it came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tapes. Holy cow. That makes a total of 8 tapes I have now. 8 8mm tapes. 4 of these tapes are Hi8 tapes. One of them's actually a Video 8 tape. It's this one right here. It's a standard Video 8 tape. All of these tapes, except for this one, had recordings on them dating from 2005 or 2006, even the Video 8 tape. And interestingly, one of the recordings actually has someone in it that I know from school, a much younger version of that person, being from 2006. And then this tape, a Sony Hi8 tape, like 3 I already have, this appears to have never been used, so that's cool. And then the other 3 Hi8 tapes are Fujifilm, including this one that's not in a sleeve, and then the Video 8 tape, which is a Maxell. Sweet! And, oh, I almost forgot. It also came with the original remote. Awesome. What else can I tell you? Well, I know this works absolutely perfect. I've already used it quite a bit. That's awesome. The remote also works perfect. And all 5 of the tapes seem to be in perfect health. So let's take a look at this thing. Well, it's got an LCD display, which is sweet. The display has controls on it for volume and the LCD brightness. It's got the indicator display, like this camcorder does. It's got 360x digital zoom, nobody cares, but it does have 20x optical zoom, which is nice. It's got night shot. Sadly, it's not the old version of night shot before Sony fixed it, because people were using it to see through people's clothing, but oh well. And it's got slow shutter as well. Interestingly, it's not color slow shutter, meaning night shot has to be on for the slow shutter to work. I thought that was kind of weird. This is the power switch. It's actually got a built-in lens cover. That's pretty sweet. It's got manual focus, which you can adjust with this wheel here. It's got a halogen light, and it works. Sweet. 0 lux night shot. It records in stereo, hi-fi stereo. Says it's got a precision CCD. I forget if most camcorders have CCDs or just CMOS sensors. I don't know, but I know CCD is a good thing. And of course it's got the infrared sensor, which also serves as the night shot light. Here you get a window so you can see the tape. This actually has the deck that actually rises up, so you can insert the tape without having to insert the camcorder upside down, like with my Digital 8 camcorders. It's got a LAN-C port, so you could use it with LAN-C compatible accessories like tripods and stuff that have VCR controls on them, and the eject switch for the tape. The record switch, as well as a lock feature, so you wouldn't accidentally hit the record switch. And it takes photos, who cares? It's got the zoom control right here. Your VCR controls are along here. They light up orange when you're in the VCR mode. I really like that. It's got laser link, and what laser link was is you would have to buy another accessory that would plug into your TV, and then with laser link you could wirelessly transmit video from the camcorder to display on your TV using infrared. And it's got the edit function, which I've never bothered to learn how to use. My Digital 8 camcorders have it as well. It's got this sticker which is curled up here. I'm not sure whether or not, I don't want it like that, so I don't know whether or not to try super gluing it, which I'd rather not do in case it damages the plastic here, or if I should just rip the whole sticker off, or maybe just cut it off at this point. But it advertises the laser link, the steady shot, and the color LCD monitor, which was not an entirely common feature in 1999. It's got stamina, like my Digital 8 units, up to 15-hour battery life. It's also got a headphone jack here and a microphone jack here, and a switch for the light. It's also got an automatic mode, so the light automatically comes on when it's dark. Here's the bottom. It's got a tripod mount, and it was made in Japan. Back here we have fader controls, backlight compensation, program AE, exposure control, and it's got the wheel when you're in the menu settings that lets you scroll through and select settings. If we open the LCD up, we've got more controls here. We've got the standard menu and the display and the search features and the digital effects. We have something that I haven't seen before. It's a switch to switch between how the record button works. You can set it so it works normally. You can set it so you have to hold down the record button for it to record. And you can set it so it only records for 5 seconds when you press the button. It has a speaker, and in here it's got a CR2025 battery to hold the time of date. It was completely dead. I replaced it. And that's about it. So I say we throw a battery in this thing. I'll try the Duracell and see if it still acts retarded. I say we turn this thing on, and we'll put it into record mode. Ding. There's that display. It's asking for a tape. And once the infolidium system kicks in, it'll probably give me the low battery indication. Here's what it looks like. And yep, there's the low battery indicator, even though it'll last for hours and hours. And we can zoom up and zoom back. So there's that. So I say let's open it up and put in a tape. Actually, I'll go into the play mode first. And there you can see the controls that light up there. Is that awesome or what? So we press eject. I like that. So I've been using this tape. I guess I'll throw it in there. Now it's interesting that this thing came with a video 8 tape, because when you when you use a video 8 tape in a Hi8 camcorder, it won't record a Hi8 video. It goes into a video 8 fallback mode, which yields lower quality video. Now, one interesting thing about Hi8 compared to Digital 8 was whereas you get an hour of video on a standard cassette on a Digital 8 camcorder, you actually get 90 minutes of video on a Hi8 camcorder. Because with Digital 8, the tape has to move faster because you have to record more information on the tape. So I forget what I've already recorded on here, but if I press play, oh yeah, this is when I was running the battery dead. I just had it sitting, pointing at my Digital 8 camcorder and just recording. And I think at one point I turned the halogen light on too, because I wanted to kill the battery as soon as I could. But another interesting thing is, with Hi8 compared to Digital 8, is you can barely hear the tape mechanism of a Hi8 camcorder, because the tape head doesn't have to spin nearly as fast. With Digital 8, the tape head has to spin much faster than with Hi8 for the same reason, because it has to record a lot more information when recording a Digital 8 signal onto a tape. And actually, of course, this Digital 8 camcorder and my other one are capable of playing Video 8 and Hi8 recordings, and I have since found out that when you stick a Video 8 or Hi8 recording in a Digital 8 camcorder, the head actually spins down. First you hear it spin up to full speed like normal, and then once it starts playing it spins way down, and it too can barely be heard. So Hi8's nice in that way, a lot less background tape mechanism noise. There's that, so I'll stop it. And rewind. Oh, you can see the tape moving there, which is pretty cool. I just remembered, I did that on the JVC camcorder too. There's this tape door, or not tape door, this door right here. You get AV outputs, composite ports, which is pretty nice, as well as an S-video, and something called RFU DC out. Oh, that's probably power output for a optional RF modulator. And yeah, that's it for that. And of course the viewfinder It lifts up like that. It doesn't seem to pull out like it does on my digital 8 camcorders, but that's probably because it already sticks out quite a bit. And something unfortunate is, if you look in there, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but the viewfinder is absolutely stuffed with dirt. And there's what looks like either a hair or a scratch or a crack or something. And this isn't on the viewfinder lens, this is on the CRT display. This is a CRT viewfinder, and it's absolutely filthy in there. Which is unfortunate, because I can't clean it out. You know, you'd have to disassemble it, which I'm not going to do. Not on a camcorder of this prestige that otherwise works perfect. But one weird thing is, if you look right here, it says release there, so that seems like I should be able to take this black part of the viewfinder off. Well, I don't know how. I've tried just pushing it and it doesn't budge. I've tried sticking something in that groove there, and that doesn't do anything. So I have no idea how to get this off, assuming that's what the release thing's for. If anyone else does, feel free to let me know, because I'd like to clean all the dirt out of that. It's got a diopter, which is nice. And yeah, that's about it. Now, of course, this is a Hi8-XR camcorder, and as Sony says in the manual, Hi8-XR recordings, if you play them in a regular Hi8 camcorder, you don't get the benefits of XR. Now, of course, my digital 8 camcorders can play Hi8 recordings, but I haven't been able to find any information as to whether or not digital 8 camcorders can play Hi8-XR recordings with the benefit of the XR system. All I do know is, I've tried both playing recordings made from this camcorder in my digital 8 camcorder, and I've tried connecting this camcorder through the composite into this camcorder and playing the recordings from this camcorder, and the quality seems to be exactly the same. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to make a recording on this thing, and how I'm going to play it back to the computer is I'm just going to stick the tape in my digital 8 camcorder. Alright, we're now recording on the Sony CCD-TRV66 Hi8-XR camcorder from 1999. We are using one of the Hi8 tapes that the camcorder came with, and as you might be able to see, this thing makes damn good video quality, especially for being an analog camcorder. As a matter of fact, based on what I can see, the video quality of this thing is as good, if not better, than my digital 8 camcorders. That's amazing. So I can tell you right now that I would have no problem using this analog camcorder to make some of my YouTube videos, and so indeed I will. Just wish this Duracell battery would smarten up. It sucks to have to be staring at the low battery symbol, but let's take a walk around here. Mr. Frog. Wow, I don't know what that's gonna look like on the video, but in the LCD here, the frog looks very neon yellow. That's weird. Let me look in the viewfinder. And he looks normal in the viewfinder, although a little bit bright. Maybe if I turn the exposure... Ah, yes. Now he looks more normal. Still hasn't eaten anything. Oh, he just burped. He's still burping. Holy cow, he's burping a lot. Look at that, caught on analog video. A burping frog. How's the zoom work? Very nice, 20x. How's the image stabilization work? It can't be worse than that VHS-C camcorder. Let me tell you, after editing that video, man, that camcorder's image stabilization is useless. Unlike this camcorder, which as you can see right now, it's excellent. Now if I go into the menu, turn steady shot off, that's quite a bit shakier. I forgot to check out the menu settings. I'll do that when I'm done the recording here. But this is what it's like. But let's turn some lights off here. Turn that one off. And turn that off. So now just my 60 watt ceiling light. So I'll turn that off. And here's what the room looks like. A lot better than that VHS-C camcorder. And it appears to be as good, if not better, than my digital 8 camcorders. So I'll turn Mr. Frog off. And here's with the room completely dark. So I'll turn Night Shot on. Works very well, very bright. So I'll turn Night Shot off and turn the light on. Here's the halogen light. It also works very well. Colors look very saturated as a whole on this monitor. I don't know if it's the monitor or the video. I guess I won't worry about it. Now I can turn Night Shot on with the halogen light. Now I'll turn the halogen light off. So there's just Night Shot. And if I put the halogen light on automatic, if I get close enough, it might automatically turn itself off. Yeah. On. Off. On. Off. Well, there's that. I'll turn the lights back on here. Oh, wrong button. Turn the halogen light off. And that's it. Now I've been recording in SP. I can record in EP mode, so let's switch to that and see how the quality differs. Now we're recording in EP, or LP as Sony calls it. On a standard Video 8 or Hi8 tape, LP gives you 2 hours of recording time as opposed to an hour and a half. So there's that. And what I'll actually do now is I will make a recording on this here Video 8 tape, so you can see what a Hi8 camcorder recording in Video 8 fallback mode looks like. Alright, now I'm recording on a standard Video 8 tape, recording in SP mode. So here's what it looks like. And here's recording on a Video 8 tape in LP mode. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know how Video 8 or Hi8, how the quality differs between SP or LP. Now, let's see. Can I get the title to work? Yes. There it is. Now, here's what a digital 8 camcorder looks like when it plays a Hi8 or Video 8 recording. So I'll put it in VCR mode here and eject the tape. So here's the tape, the beginning of this video was recorded on, and I'll stick the Video 8 tape in. And there you might have just heard the video head spin down. It's now spinning at normal Video 8 or Hi8 speeds, and you can see it has the 8 indicator there, indicating that it has detected a Video 8 recording. So we can play that. Rewind it a bit first. Turn the volume up. I'm recording on a standard Video 8 tape, recording in SP mode. So there's that. And if I stuck a Hi8 tape in there with a Hi8 recording, it would show a Hi8 symbol on the display. So there you go. And now, back to Digital 8. Well, I don't know about you guys, but this is one sweet camcorder in my opinion. Really nice, top of the line unit for its time. And really good recording quality as far as an analog camcorder goes. I would say the video quality on this thing is as good, if not better, than my Digital 8 camcorders, and same for the audio as well. So I would have no problem using this thing to make at least a couple of YouTube videos, and I think I'll actually try that just for fun. And maybe you guys won't be able to tell the difference, I don't know. One last thing I want to do though is I'll actually hook this thing up to the TV, up to the satellite receiver, so you can see what a directly recorded TV signal looks like.
Sometimes I'm wrong, I'm usually right. I take it black, and I like it light. Opposites do attract, make love most every night.
Alright, it's the next day. I left the camcorder on and drained the battery completely down. So now I'm charging it again, and so far it's working normally. So let's take a look at the menus here. So if we go to the menu, well, it's really no different than most Handycam menus from this era. You can turn digital zoom on or off. You get a 16:9 mode, both cinema and actual 16:9 mode, although the problem is, in the real full 16:9, steady shot doesn't work. Otherwise, I would actually use it on my Digital 8 camcorders and have my videos filmed in widescreen. Steady shot on or off, the infrared night shot light on or off, wind cut, the LCD backlight. Well, for some reason I can't set it to anything other than bright. Not sure why, but whatever. As well as the color saturation. Record mode, SP or LP, and this feature right here, which I had to look in the manual to see what it was, ORC to set. ORC means optimized recording conditions. This is actually something which I didn't know this camcorder had, and it's actually really cool. And to explain how it works, we gotta look at my tape deck here. If you've seen the video of my tape deck, you know it has this data system. And what you do is you put in a tape, and when you hit this data system, the deck plays the tape and checks, you know, its magnetic properties. And the deck actually sets the bias to be optimized for that tape, so you get the best recording quality on that particular tape. This ORC to set is the exact same thing, except for a camcorder. It checks the tape and it optimizes all the recording parameters so you get the best signal quality. I suppose I'll stick in a tape and demonstrate it here. I'll stick the tape we've been using in. It's too bad I didn't know about this before I did all the filming tests on this already. But oh well. So now what we do is, if we select that, it indicates to press the record button, so I do that. And it plays a little musical tone, and it basically just played the tape a little ways, examined its recording properties, and then the camcorder is now optimized for this particular tape, so recordings will be the best quality. That's really neat. I really like that. And then you can set the clock, and you can set for the date to come on for the first few seconds of a recording. Oh, I believe this is a feature, Auto TV On. If you had the, I think the laser link, you need the laser link system set up. When you turn the camcorder on, the camcorder, I guess, sends an infrared signal and prompts the TV to turn on, I guess. TV input, you have all these video modes. If you have a Sony TV, it sets it to go to a particular video input. Letter size for the menu, has a demo mode. Let's take a look at that. Stamina. Anyway, there's that. There's the title I made. And that's pretty much the menus. And then here's the remote. It's the model RMT708. It says Video 8 there. Made in Philippines. This is quite a bit different than the newer remote that came with my Digital 8 camcorders, the RMT814. And this remote does work. If I zoom up here, oh yeah, it's going super slow, but it is zooming. Actually, I'll hit record here, and it is working. Does it work with my Digital 8? Yes, it does. I wonder if I can get both camcorders to zoom at the same time. Yep, both camcorders are zooming. And if I press stop, or if I press record, now the analog one is recording and my digital one stopped. And now I'll press it again. And now the analog stopped and the digital 8's recording. That's funny. And oh, it also has what appears to be the original Sony batteries. That's remarkable. At least I would assume they're original. Can't imagine them buying extra Sony brand batteries. Yeah, it says they expire in 2001. By God, these are the original batteries from 1999, and they're still working. Carbon zinc batteries, I assume, so it's no surprise they haven't leaked. Carbon zinc batteries usually don't leak, but the fact that they simply still work is amazing. Well, that's about all there is to show of the Sony Handycam model CCD-TRV66 Hi8-XR camcorder from 1999. Man, what a sweet piece of consumer video making history. A really nice high-end camcorder, beautiful analog camcorder. I'm really glad I have this. What luck that a camcorder of this prestige would show up in this own area. And Mum got me it for Christmas. Boy, what good judgment on her part. Well, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Maybe using this camcorder to film the next times. So there you go.